Hello. Hello. Uh, can you hear me? Well, I can't hear you.
Hey, on.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now. Hello.
Hold
How are
on, just
you?
give me one. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. How did your day go?
Good.
That's nice.
Am I frozen to you?
Uh,
Am I
yeah,
lagging?
yeah, you are. Yeah, I actually can't like see your video.
Okay, just give me 1 second. मम्मी आपका फोन देना 1 सेकंड आपका फोन मेरा ब्लू पर्पल वाला नहीं है ब्लू वाला Hi. Sorry. My Zoom is messing up. Hi, on.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I can see you now too.
Can you?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening. My Zoom keeps lagging and shutting off.
Oh, yeah, it's completely fine. Yeah. I think, yeah, your video is like a bit laggy to me, but like it's fine as long as you can hear me.
No, I don't like it. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably on my side actually, since it was like raining a lot and it's like super windy. So, um, so yeah.
No, not
I mean,
no.
it's not that it's fine. Like,
No, I don't like it. I'm ladly no. I know because we have lot of tabs open. It's got stuck. You have to listen. Let me close some of the tabs that I not need. Okay, by that time keep it on update here also. You can Papa needs to put his password. You don't have Zoom anywhere else? No. चल पढ़ा देखो. I'm still lagging. Okay, I understand. Window 1201. It will keep saying I'm hot. Send. That's okay. You have 2 3 minutes only. Such he has to leave also. So if it works, that's fine. Mm.
so
Mama,
yeah.
give me my purple phone.
So yeah,
जल्दी
last
देना.
time we were
मम्मा जल्दी. No. Send this send this link to my purple phone.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, like, it is not that much time left either. So yeah, last time we were talking about castling, right?
No. Mhm. Keep doing.
So yeah, I wanted to go over castling since it's a pretty important topic, right? And it's also super hard. So I found this video, um, and it should like explain a lot about castling. So here, let me play it.
Today, chess kids, we move on to one of the special rules of chess. This one's called.
Can you hear it?
Hey, Ayan.
Oh, hello. Yeah.
Sorry. I had to join from my phone.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna just restart my computer and then for now I'm just gonna be on my phone and if like and then I'll join back from my computer.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So yeah. So last time we were talking about castling, right? So
hmm
I wanted to like I found this video and I think it would be really helpful.
I don't need it. I already know it.
Yeah, but I think it's good to still review it since castling is a pretty tricky topic.
Well, I already know every move to castling.
Here, why don't we just look at it and then after that we can do some exercises. How about
Oh,
that?
okay. Okay.
Castling. I know some of you might think. Today, chess kids, we move on to one of the special rules of chess. This one's called castling. I know some of you might think that the rook is called a castle, but the reason we call it a rook is so we don't get confused. Castling is like building a castle. Now, maybe you've built a sand castle before, but I doubt you went up to your parents at the beach and said, I'm going to go sand castling. We don't use it as a verb very often in real life, but in chess, we use it as a verb all the time. Well, let's get castling. This is the only move in chess where you can move 2 pieces at the same time. Castling is only with the king and the rook. No other piece is involved. Let's take a look at what happens when you castle. When there's nothing between your king and your rook, you can pick up your king and travel 2 squares toward the rook. That's not normal either, of course. The king usually only goes 1 square, but castling is a super special move. You drop the king 2 squares, and the rook jumps on the other side of the king. Now when I let go, watch carefully because the computer is going to do the rest of the action for me. I dropped the king, and almost as fast, the rook jumped over the king. So 3 things happened there that are not normal to regular chess. Number 1, you get to move 2 pieces at the same time. Number 2, your king got to move 2 squares, not 1. And number 3, your rook got to jump over something. But look at why we have this. When you castle, you get your king behind a wall of pawns. I like to think of it as putting your king to sleep at night. He's got a nice warm blanket of pawns to keep him warm, and he's got a rook which is kind of like the pillow or the teddy bear to keep him safe. In this chess position, the white king is much safer than before because those pawns give him some shelter. Now it's black's turn. Black is going to castle here using his other rook on the queen side. Again, the thing to remember is that the king always travels 2 squares. So it might look normal to you to go all the way to this square, but that's too far. That'd be going 3 squares. When you castle to the queen side, or even the king side, you always move 1, 2, and when I drop it, the computer had the rook jump over it lightning fast. I know that this king is a little bit further from the corner of the chessboard than the white king, but that's just the way you castle. You may castle with either rook. What's important to remember is that the king always moves 2 squares, and the rook jumps over the king on the square right beside the king. Don't go any further with that rook, okay?
Yeah, that's like super important. So like it's easy to like confuse a queen side and king side castling, like long and short castling. But uh
Wait, hang
in
on.
both in
You
both
didn't see me now, right? I'm not lagging.
yeah, I can see you. Yeah, you're not
Okay,
lagging anymore.
good.
So yeah, in both cases, like the king moves 2 squares and the rook jumps on the other side of the king.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's like the most important part.
yeah. Mom?
Now that seems simple enough. However, there's actually 5 times in chess where castling may not be allowed. Let's add a new piece to the board. This bishop just flew in from outer space to play a part here, okay? The first time in chess that you cannot castle is if there's something in the way. In this position, white's not allowed to castle because the bishop is in the way. If I try to pick up my king and land on this square 2 squares away, the computer is not going to let me do it. He made me do a take back there. So if there's something in the way, you cannot put your king in a castle. Just like real life. If you've got toys and books and games on your bed, you can't go to bed. You've got to clear all that stuff out of the way first, okay? So
Yeah, so that's like one of the main reasons why in the beginning of the
Yeah.
game, right? When you
Oh,
start off, you
yeah.
can't cancel. Even though it would be pretty
Yeah.
nice to, right? Because your king would be immediately safe, you can't. So yeah, this was a really good example. Yeah. You know, like
Wait,
you can't just sleep on top of all your stuff. Yeah,
reason
wait,
number one
hang
everything.
you
on.
can't castle is if
Where
there's
do you have to
something
go
in the
today?
way. Let's move on to reason number 2.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I have like a little science thing.
You have you have a science, fair to go to?
Yeah, kind of like that. It's a competition.
Oh, so we have to end a little bit early today.
Yeah. Maybe like 5:30, 5:40.
Not 20?
No, not 20, not 20.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not allowed to castle in a chess game if you are in check. Let's have white have this bishop travel all the way out to the square b5. Is black's king in danger? Yeah, of course he is. He's in check. When you're in check, we learned you can do C, P, or R. And the C does not stand for castle. Remember, it stands.
So do you remember what it stands for?
Yes. C means,
Okay.
C means, wait, not capture. Is it capture?
Today, chess kids, we move on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is capture. And then, where is it?
Let's move on to reason number 2. You're not allowed to castle in a chess game. E5. Is Black's king in danger? Yeah, of course they are. And the
Yeah,
C.
I'm pretty sure the first C is actually capture, right? So CPR is like the ways to get out of a check, right? And a check is when the opposing piece is attacking your king, right? So
does
the
not
first
stand for
way
castle. Remember,
here,
it stands for
I'll let
capture.
Nick say it.
Capture,
Yeah,
protect, or
capture.
run away. Castling is not allowed when you're in.
So yeah, capturing. So if I were able to find a way to maybe capture this bishop, right?
Hey, Ayan.
Hello.
Hi, Ayan. Sorry, something my computer is acting up weird again.
Oh yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem. Here we go. Okay, yeah. So
Oh,
I believe we were like around here. Yeah. So we're talking about CPR, and those are the ways to get out of a check, right? So you see the white bishop right now is checking the black king, right? And so the three ways to get out is capture, right? If I could find a way to capture this white bishop,
uh-huh.
then uh then that would be one way to get out. Checkmate or
Yeah,
like out
capture
of check.
and then P means uh wait a minute.
So
I know R means running away.
yeah, the P stands for protecting, right?
Yeah, but
So
that
for example, one way to protect the king from this check is like moving your pawn to C6, right? That way you would be blocking the check, right? So that's kind of
why
protecting the king.
why C6? Why not any other square?
Hmm? Sorry?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Could you repeat
Oh,
that?
oh, sure. Why C6? Why can I not move it into any other square?
Because there's no other way to block the check, right? Because right now the king is in check, and moving the pawn to C6 would block the check, right?
We can do that also.
With another move?
What?
With another move?
Yeah, we can block the check.
How else?
Can we do that?
Yeah, yeah, we can block the check, right? That's what pawn to C6 does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's what P stands for, blocking, right? And then the R you already said, right?
Recording in progress.
So yeah, like the R is to run away, like you said. And so yeah, in this case it would be moving the king anywhere out of check. So that's like a CPR.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. Yeah, you already know this stuff, so I don't have to go over.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he is. He's in check. When you're in check, we learned you can do C, P or R.
E,
And the C does not stand for castle. Remember, it stands for capture. Capture,
capture.
protect, or run away.
That
Castling is not allowed when you're in check. The third reason you are not allowed to
How
castle
come?
is if you have moved your king at any point.
That's just the rules. You're not allowed to castle when your king is in check. That's just a rule of the game.
Why?
That's just how the people who made chess made the rules.
Okay, I thought you can.
No, unfortunately, you can't. Yeah,
Wow. Bummer.
that would be so useful. Yeah,
Point
it
for a
is a
chess game.
bummer.
Let's just say it's Black's turn, and in order to get out of check, he moves his king. Uh-oh. Masters know that is not a great move because you are never allowed to castle for the rest of the game once your king has made a move. Oh, no. Even if your king travels back to the starting square. Let's make one more move for white and one more move for black. On Black's next turn, he's not allowed to castle. I know the king is on the starting square, but once you have moved your king, you are not allowed to castle for the entire rest of the game. So make sure you have a good memory, chess kids, because you want to be able to remember whether or not the king has made a move. Okay.
Yeah, that's another super important rule, right? For
Yeah.
example, in this case, the white king, it can still castle, right? But this black king can't castle. That's because it got checked, it decided to run away, but now it can't castle anymore. So that's like another super duper important rule. So that's why in the beginning of the game, right, you don't want to move around your king, right, a lot.
Yeah.
You wanna quickly get your pieces out and castle as fast as you can. So that's why generally especially in the beginning of the game, right? If your opponent gives you in check, you don't want to like move
That
your king.
like castle.
Yeah. So like an example of this is like if let's say there's something like this, right? If white were to give a check
Uh-huh.
here, right?
Uh-huh.
You don't, you don't, so there's CPR, right? Capturing this
Yeah.
bishop. Is there a way to capture this bishop?
No.
No, exactly. So then P, protecting. Is there a way to protect? Or instead of protecting, let's say block. Is there a way to block the check?
Just give me 1 second. Let me see. Uh, well, you're in check right now.
Yeah. So is there a way for black to kind of block the white's check?
No.
Well, there actually are ways to do it.
Yeah. Sorry, yes.
Mhm. Did you find a way?
So hold on, let me see. Uh, maybe why can I move and not why can I not move the thing?
Because you're black. It's black's move right now.
Oh, it's black.
Yeah, see. Instead of moving the king, let's try to find a way to block the check.
Okay. Uh, can I do something before I block it?
Uh, no, actually. Because remember in
Cause,
chess, the king is
'Cause,
the
like
most
I want to
valuable.
move my knight that's on G8
Huh?
to G7.
To E7? To this
G
one?
E7, yeah.
Well, that wouldn't block the check, right? So
But
that would be
let me
right. Yeah, bishop D7. That's one way to block the check. Yeah,
yeah.
nice. Is there any other ways you see?
Let me check. Hold on. Let me see. Um, here's one.
Yeah. So that's one way. Is there another way? Yep, you could block with the queen technically. Yeah, that's right. Is there another way?
How many ways are there?
There's a lot of ways actually.
Okay, this is the last time.
Yeah, the knight is also another way. So yeah, there are lots of ways to block, right? But by moving the king, right? You see how many ways there are blocking, right? But
Yeah.
if you chose to move your king instead, that would be a really bad move.
Why? Will I die or
Because
something?
now you would lose your chance to castle. You can't castle anymore. And so now your king will be totally unprotected. See how unsafe this king is?
Yeah.
So you would be in lots of danger if you did this, right? Instead,
Yeah.
if you were to block, let's say, like another way to block, by the way, you play pawn c6. That's another way to block. So when white moves, right, you play your normal game. White will castle his king, for example. I don't know, something like this, but develop their pieces. White will protect his king, remember? Or castle his
Yeah.
king. Remember, two steps to the right, or just two steps, and then the rook will
And
tuck
then
it
it
in.
wraps around.
Yeah, and then it wraps around. Yeah. So you see how safe this king is, right? This black king is so
So
safe.
safe. Yeah, so safe.
Yeah. But if you were to move your king up here, look how unsafe it is, right? My knight can come here and look, in a couple moves, right? Like it can get really fishy, like really fishy, folks. So that would probably not.
Not only that, like if we're here, right? Mm, hold on, can you go back to where you were before? Like, not only that, hold on.
It's black to move right now.
Oh yeah, black, right. Well, I cannot capture my own piece. I have to,
Okay, yeah.
like, I can do that and then,
And then the black king would probably take your knight, right? The black king.
yeah.
So now,
Mm,
yeah, I think black would probably be better in this case because now they have a knight for a pawn. See how they have an extra knight?
yeah.
Yeah.
And now, like, okay, no, bad idea.
Here, why instead of playing that move, why don't we do something else? So white is being checked, right? So it's CPR, right? So
Yeah.
can we capture the queen by any chance?
Yes,
Hmm? How do we
we can.
capture the queen? Almost
Um,
there? Here.
oh,
Yeah, the bishop can capture the queen.
and now, not only that, last time. Now I can do this and that.
Well, why don't you try capturing the pawn?
What do you mean?
Here, like white can take the pawn, right?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you try going for a checkmate now? Try moving the queen.
That means game over, right?
Yeah, it won't be game over in one move, but here, let's try giving a check. Let's try to check the black king. You see a way you can check the black king?
Where is that black thing?
Yeah.
He's here, right?
Hmm. Yeah, let's try using the queen.
How do I do that?
Yeah, that's check, right? Is the diagonal. Let me take the notes.
Yeah.
Here. Why don't we try moving the queen maybe closer, right?
I'm afraid. No, I'm afraid if I move my queen, can you go back?
Hmm.
I'm afraid that if I move my queen, I can capture this work on h8.
Then the king will take back, right?
Yeah.
So then, yeah, that's probably not the best move. Here, why? How about we give
Hold
the
on, hold
king
on, hold
another
on.
check
I think I
with an.
thought, wait, hold on. Hold on, I think I thought the idea. Hold on.
Mhm,
So I'm gonna do that, and then it's black's turn to move. So I'm gonna play here,
mhm.
and now, um, just give me 1 second, one more thing. Now white's turn to move. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna play here. Now here,
Well, wouldn't white capture the bishop with the
yeah,
pawn?
I got some things in my mind right now. Hold on.
Mhm.
No.
Here, you see this
Hold
white
on, hold on,
pawn?
hold on.
You can capture
Yeah, yeah,
either of
yeah.
the.
I don't do that. And now, this, and now.
Did you know in this position there's actually checkmate?
There is. Hold on, just give me. Wait.
If you play there, there won't be checkmate anymore.
I know, but I'm trying to. I have some things in mind. Hold on.
Okay,
Where are
okay.
you?
Yeah, keep on experimenting.
I promoted mine to a queen, so I have
Mhm.
more power.
That's true, yeah. The queen is most, like almost all the time, the best promotion.
Yeah. I'm not meeting together, but just give me 1 second, Mama. Let me just leave up. Okay. Hmm?
Keep on check. There's a way to checkmate the Black King
How?
with the queen, the other queen.
There's no other queen.
This one? Yeah. So
How do I
yeah,
do
try
that?
check here. Well, if you go there, the rook would capture, right? The but if yeah, that's close. But the problem is, yeah, the Black King can escape. But here, keep on searching. Yeah, and you're almost close. So okay, wait, try doing another check.
Okay.
Instead that.
Hmm?
So you see how we need to protect the knight when we check the Black King, right?
Mhm.
So you can you see a square where you can check the Black King as well as protecting your knight?
This one here, where my arrow is.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's how the knight moves, right? The queen can't move like that. So there's a really similar square, right? This square, right? Here,
Mm-hmm.
wait. Let me move the mouse.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Oh yeah. What about this square?
Can I give it a try?
Hmm?
Can I give it a try?
Yeah. And see, that's checkmate, right? The black king can't move anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the video. I like the video.
Mhm.
The fourth reason you can't castle is if your rook has moved. Let's pretend that it's white's turn, and white moves the rook. I've got some bad news. Once you move a rook, you cannot castle anymore with that rook. Now, if white had another rook on the chessboard, if this rook were to fly all the way down the board and land on the square, let's say a1, if white moves this rook, he could still castle on the next turn using the other rook. That would be allowed, okay? So moving a rook is not quite as bad as moving the king because you could still castle with your other rook. However, your options for castling have gone way down. Now think about it. Is it possible to castle more than once in a chess game? Well, no, it's not. Because once you castle, you have already moved your king and your rook. And
Yeah, Jan, I think I already figured it out. So can we practice castling?
Okay. Yeah. So here.
I mean, like on chess.com, on chesskids.com.
I don't think they have like an exercise for castling.
Can you check? Can we check?
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's here. Here, but we can do it on Lichess instead
Wait, how about this? Let me go over what we have learned from previous classes.
from previous classes. Oh, you want to do those? Yeah, but okay, so you want to like go over like how each piece moves or
Yeah, on just kids.
okay. Here, let me.
Okay. So what wants to zoom to the other side of the board? Easy. What the? Why just two?
Why? Yeah, try reading the description of the exercise.
Ethan, the work on 8A8 wants to travel to H4. Can you find a path to that square? What do they mean?
So this rook wants to get to this square. So how would you start moving your rook so it could get there?
Okay.
And you want to get to that square in only two moves. So what would be the first move in the process? So you would want to get on the same rank or like the row as this square, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to get on the same row as this square, right? You'd have to be
Mm-hmm.
on this row, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now the next move will come in, yeah, move there. So the point of this exercise is you want to capture the opposing rook, right? With your own rook.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How?
So they're both, so the rook moves side to side and up to down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can move your rook to the side and capture the black rook.
Which side?
So, okay, you can move your rook onto the other rook, right? You can capture it. Yeah.
Oh, why does for work?
I don't know. That's just how they made the exercise. So why don't we try reading the description?
Do you want to read this one?
Okay, yeah, sure. Look at these rooks battling. White can capture either black rook. One capture is much stronger than the other capture. Can you find the best move?
Hmm.
So which rook do you want to capture? So that's not the best capture because you can see this rook, the black rook, can actually come down here. Let me have the mouse for a sec. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can see this black rook here. It can capture this white rook by coming down the board. And so you would lose your rook, actually, in that case. But there's another capture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Both of the whites both are lined up and working together. It's like two against one. Can you find a capture that will end up winning a work? Easy. Easy.
All right, nice. Okay, yeah, almost. One last move.
Eh.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't matter.
What?
All right. So I'm gonna
Let's
have
see.
to go now, actually.
Okay.
So, okay, let me stop sharing. All right, yeah, thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you next week, okay? Same time.
Yep. See. Thank you.
All
See
right,
you.
great job today.
Thanks.
Yeah, you did great today.
Yeah. See you next week.
Yep.
See you next week.